Tesla's stock is crashing, and it's not just market trends causing the crash. A global boycott against Elon Musk is gaining momentum, and its impact on Tesla is impossible to ignore. Today, we're going to explore how Elon Musk's controversial actions and his involvement in politics is affecting Tesla's stock price. We'll also look at why people are boycotting Tesla and whether all of this is just a temporary setback or something much bigger, so stick around and let's break it all down. The Tesla stock crash. Let's start with the basics. Tesla stock is crashing, and not just by a little. Over the past few months, Tesla's stock has nosedived by a staggering 39.4%, wiping out billions in market value. For a company once seen as unstoppable, this is a wake-up call. If this were a roller coaster, it'd be the kind that leaves investors white-knuckled, bracing for the next sharp drop. The question is, why? At first glance, some might blame general market conditions, interest rates, or economic downturns. But look closer and you'll see a different picture emerging, one with Elon Musk at its center. Investors, analysts, and even Tesla fans are starting to ask, is Musk himself the problem? His erratic public behavior, controversial political affiliations, and management decisions are beginning to overshadow Tesla's innovations. And here's where it gets even more alarming. This isn't just a typical stock correction. Major financial institutions are downgrading Tesla's outlook, competitors like BYD are gaining ground, and once loyal customers are reconsidering their choices. But the biggest threat to Tesla right now? A growing global boycott of Elon Musk, a movement that's gaining serious traction, shaking the company's foundation, and making investors rethink their bets. So is this just another bump in the road for Tesla, or is it the start of something much bigger? Elon Musk's political involvement. Elon Musk has always been a polarizing figure, but in recent years, his involvement in politics has taken center stage, and not in a way that benefits Tesla. What started as occasional tweets about government policies has now evolved into full-fledged political entanglements. And for a company that relies on a global, diverse customer base, this is proving to be a dangerous gamble. One of the biggest controversies, Musk's association with Steve Bannon, a political strategist known for his far-right views. Bannon has long been a divisive figure, and Musk's support for him has not gone unnoticed. But it doesn't stop there. In Germany, Musk has been linked to far-right political movements, fueling speculation about where he truly stands. One moment in particular sparked global outrage, a gesture that many believe was a subtle salute of support to these groups. Whether intentional or not, the damage was done, and the backlash was swift. And now, the consequences are unfolding in real time. Protests against Musk are erupting worldwide. From London to Berlin, demonstrators are calling for accountability, demanding that Tesla distance itself from Musk's political agenda. The backlash is especially intense in Europe, where Tesla has traditionally enjoyed strong support, but that support is beginning to erode. People are questioning whether they can continue to back a company whose CEO's political actions clash so sharply with its once progressive, environmentally conscious brand. For years, Tesla was seen as the future, clean energy, innovation, and a break from traditional corporate politics. But Musk's increasingly controversial alliances and statements are forcing people to rethink their loyalty. Can Tesla survive if its leader keeps making enemies across the globe? Or is Musk's political involvement the beginning of Tesla's unraveling? The impact of the boycotts. The backlash against Elon Musk isn't just playing out in the media, it's hitting Tesla right where it hurts. Sales. Across the globe, an increasing number of consumers are making a statement with their wallets, choosing to step away from Tesla as a form of protest, and the impact is becoming impossible to ignore. In Europe, one of Tesla's key markets, sales have plummeted by 45%. Nowhere is this more evident than in Germany, where protests against Musk's political involvement have escalated, fueling a sharp decline in demand. For a company that once dominated the EV space, this kind of drop is alarming. But it's not just consumers sending a message, investors are too. The controversy surrounding Musk has rattled confidence on Wall Street, where analysts are beginning to see Tesla as a risk rather than a safe bet. Major institutional investors are starting to pull out, with pension funds like the California Public Employees Retirement System cutting their Tesla holdings. Once considered a golden investment, Tesla is now looking increasingly unstable as political controversies overshadow its brand. The irony is hard to miss. Tesla built its reputation as a company for forward thinkers, progressives, and climate-conscious consumers. But Musk's growing political entanglements have alienated the very people who once championed the brand. If the boycott boycott movement continues to gain momentum, Tesla may soon find itself in a position no one would have predicted just a few years ago, struggling to maintain its place in an EV market it once dominated. So the real question now is, how much of Tesla's downfall is tied to the way Elon Musk runs the company? Elon Musk's management style. There's no denying that Elon Musk is a visionary. His ambition and bold ideas helped turn Tesla into the world's leading EV manufacturer, but a visionary leader isn't always an effective manager, and lately, many are questioning whether Musk is still the right person to lead Tesla. With his growing political involvement, distractions from his other ventures, and controversial workplace policies, the cracks in his leadership are starting to show. One of the biggest concerns? Musk's shifting focus. Tesla is no longer his only priority. He's deeply involved in SpaceX, the Boring Company, Neuralink, and even his obsession with Dogecoin. Investors are beginning to wonder, has Musk lost interest in Tesla? There are even rumors that he hasn't been actively involved in the company's day-to-day operations for months. And here's where things get even more unsettling. His own brother, Kimball Musk, recently sold 75,000 shares of Tesla stock. If Musk's own family is cashing out, what does that say about Tesla's future? Then there's his management style, which has always been intense but is now raising serious concerns. Take his approach to employee productivity, for example. At one point, he sent an email requiring Tesla workers to submit a weekly list of 5 accomplishments, a move that many saw as a form of micromanagement and intimidation. The email quickly went viral, sparking debates about whether Musk truly values his employees or just sees them as numbers on a spreadsheet. And Tesla's problems go beyond external controversies. They stem from the very top. If Musk continues to spread himself thin, alienate his workforce, and prioritize personal interests over Tesla's success, the company's downfall may not just be a possibility, it could be inevitable. His distracted focus, controversial management tactics, and mounting workplace concerns are raising serious doubts about Tesla's future. But leadership alone isn't Tesla's only challenge. Beyond the boycotts, protests, and investor concerns, Tesla is facing an even bigger problem: declining sales. Tesla sales and the future. While the global backlash and Musk's political involvement have certainly shaken Tesla, the company's biggest battle may be playing out in the EV market itself. Tesla was once the undisputed leader in electric vehicles, but now that dominance is slipping. One major issue? The Model Y refresh. Tesla had high hopes for the revised model, but sales have fallen flat, underperforming expectations. Meanwhile, competition from companies like BYD, Rivian, and traditional automakers like Ford and Volkswagen is heating up, giving consumers more choices than ever before. The result? Tesla's once loyal customer base is starting to look elsewhere. Beyond that, Tesla's pricing strategy is backfiring. In an effort to stay competitive, Tesla has repeatedly slashed prices, but instead of boosting sales, it's hurting profit margins and raising concerns about the company's long-term profitability. Customers who bought Teslas at higher prices feel burned, while potential buyers are now hesitant, wondering if another price cut is just around the corner. Tesla's aggressive pricing war may be backfiring, eroding brand value and consumer trust. Despite all of this, Elon Musk remains publicly optimistic about Tesla's future. He's made bold claims, including predicting that Tesla could one day reach a $30 trillion market cap, a valuation unheard of in the auto industry. But with the stock plummeting, global protests intensifying, and competitors gaining ground, many are questioning whether Musk's vision is grounded in reality, or if it's just another overhyped promise. Right now, Tesla is at a crossroads. Can it regain its dominance and silence the critics, or is this the beginning of a slow and painful decline? The big question. So here's the big question. Can Tesla survive this storm? At first glance, it might seem like just another rough patch for the EV giant. After all, Tesla has weathered challenges before, from production delays to financial struggles. But this time, the storm feels different. It's not just about a single misstep or a short-term setback. It's a perfect storm of controversies, mismanagement, and consumer backlash. Elon Musk's political entanglements, the global boycotts, and plummeting sales aren't isolated problems. They're all feeding into each other, creating an unprecedented crisis of confidence among investors, consumers, and even Tesla's own employees. One of the biggest concerns is the long-term impact of the boycotts. While corporate controversies often fade with time, the protests against Musk have only intensified. What started as frustration over his political affiliations has now turned into a global movement, with former Tesla supporters vowing never to buy from the company again. Tesla's brand has shifted from being the face of innovation to a company embroiled in controversy. And as history has shown, once consumer trust is broken, it's incredibly difficult to rebuild. Meanwhile, investors are growing increasingly wary of Tesla's future. With Tesla's stock crashing, institutional investors are questioning whether the company can ever reclaim its former glory. The days of Tesla being seen as an unstoppable force in the EV market seem to be fading, replaced by concerns over leadership, market competition, and profitability. Even Musk's most ambitious promises, like Tesla reaching a $30 trillion market cap, feel out of touch with reality given the company's current struggles. So what happens next? Can Tesla regain consumer trust, stabilize its stock, and reassert its dominance in the EV market? Or is this just the beginning of a slow and painful decline? Right now, one thing is clear: Tesla's future has never been more uncertain.